Tomorrow, the public, or day after rather, will have another opportunity to judge the Samajwadi Party. And who knows, maybe this will really cost. This will prove to be the undoing of Akhilesh Yadav. Well, the curtain has well and truly come down on the campaign in Uttar Pradesh. The last 5 weeks have been marked by a massive blitz by Prime Minister Modi that has seen him address an unprecedented 21 mega rallies and conduct 2 roadshows. The opposition has criticized the Prime Minister for behaving more like a chief ministerial aspirant in Uttar Pradesh than the chief executive officer of India. The BJP has hit back, saying the Prime Minister's popularity and his sincerity, his desire to serve the people, has rattled the opposition. Let's examine both sides of the debate. Joining me this evening, Siddharth Nath Singh of the Bharatiya Janata Party, Dr. Madhu Gupta of the Samajwadi Party, and Nawab Qasim of the BSP. Good evening, gentlemen. I want to first begin by asking
Good evening.
Good evening.
The BSP, why Mayawati is questioning the Prime Minister's campaign. What's the big deal? Is she rattled? Are you upset that the Prime Minister, who's so popular clearly, is striking a chord?
See, the thing is that when you lay down rules, the rules are meant for everybody. It's not necessary that if it's the Prime Minister, then he can be, he's above those rules. So when you lay down rules for every political party, then you should follow the same.
What are these rules that you're referring to?
And what Modi has done
what are the
in
rules?
the past, I'm just coming to that, in the past 3 years, he visited his constituency probably once. He's a member of parliament from there. And I think he should have been more responsible. So towards the end of it, by having such a big road show, I don't think what he's planning to, what message he's trying to convey to the people. Road shows do not.
Let the people judge him.
Just a minute.
Why
road
are you dragging him to the election commission?
Cannot guarantee votes.
No, that's a
Public
different matter.
rallies,
That's subjective. I'm speaking about the objections you have made on legal grounds.
Yes, well, the Election Commission has laid down certain rules.
No, what are these rules that he's violated?
The Election Commission guidelines are there.
So basically, the BSP is making allegations in the air, and they will then say.
No, they're not allegations. They're not allegations in the air.
Obviously, it sounds like you're rattled. Okay, one second. Let me go to the Samajwadi Party. The Samajwadi Party has a problem.
Every political party.
Yeah, but he's not
broken them. And every political party
should
follow it, not flaunt it. And I think the BJP did flaunt it.
You're failing to tell us.
Just because he's the Prime Minister doesn't mean that he can flaunt the rules.
Okay, but you're failing to tell the people.
If Mayawati ji has objected to it, then she has done the right thing.
But her word is not gospel. And
nor is Modi's word. Nor is Modi's word.
What are the
and nor is anybody's word.
Okay, so can I ask you, because that's the question I'm asking you, what are the 2 infringements of the EC poll order that you're accusing Mr. Modi of?
See, I don't know the statement that was made. But Election Commission, we all, see, I contested myself.
So, 2 infringements.
I'm a candidate myself. Sir. We all follow those guidelines. We have to follow the rules.
What are the guidelines that have been broken by Mr. Modi?
And if any political party or any candidate flaunts it, then the other candidates or other political parties have the right to object to it.
This is a big secret. Yeah. This is a big secret amongst BSP supporters. We don't know why they are saying that the Prime Minister is in contravention of the election.
That's very unfair for you to target.
It's very
unfair for you to comment on the BSP every time. Don't forget, this was exactly the mood of the media in the year 2007. This was exactly, it's just a repeat performance which is going on.
No, that's a different matter.
BSP came out with
whether the media is right or wrong, that's completely different. I'm only talking limitedly, sir. Please, I'm only talking about the objections you have raised. So far, you have not adduced any reasons to tell me why the EC should take action.
So the objections that were raised by my leader, I'm not aware of the details of those objections.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you, sir, she hasn't come out. She hasn't elaborated, sir.
Yeah.
I'll just set the record straight. We are very upfront. We're not taking sides here. Yeah. She hasn't elaborated on what the reasons are. She feels, however, that she has a case against the Prime Minister and the EC should take cognizance. Okay, so we leave it at that right now. 1 second. Let me go across to the Samajwadi Party. The Samajwadi Party says that the Prime Minister of this country is acting more like a chief ministerial aspirant. What's the problem, ma'am, if he gives undivided attention to the electorate? Some people will say that he's actually being very sincere. He values each and every vote because at the end of the day, he respects his constituents. and he is a MP from this particular area, Varanasi. It's his seat, and he has all the right to go back there to the people of Varanasi and say, give me a chance to serve you. What's wrong?
Go back.
What's wrong?
Oh, Rahul is amusing because the BJP is completely disappointed. It's their desperation. The Prime Minister, their ministers are roaming from one street to another like a local, not even the Chief Minister candidate, like a local body's election. See, if we were so much bothered for the people of Varanasi and the Purvachal, they would have visited earlier, would have done some work. But as they haven't done any work at the time, they are just desperate, which is visible on their face, which is visible on their moods.
Okay.
With the bag and baggage, they have
desperation.
Come to Varanasi.
Madhu Gupta says it's desperation.
Yeah. Desperation.
The doctor says it's desperation.
Because they
Siddharth
know
Nath Singh,
the people
desperation.
have
You're worried that the people will judge you because the Prime Minister hasn't been back really to his constituency ever since he got elected, and therefore now you don't want to sound as if you've neglected the constituency, so let's do a few road shows, placate the area, placate the people. Is that what it is?
Rahul, they are my opposition, and if BJP is desperate, we got our leaders, cabinet ministers sitting in Varanasi, moving from one lane to another. That's their complaint. I don't understand why should they be complaining. They should be very happy that BJP is not doing well, so they are desperate, they are rattled, they want to do so many things, and the entire cabinet is sitting, the Prime Minister
but on the point that he is not behaving like the CEO of India, but the Chief Minister aspirant of Uttar Pradesh. That's the point they're making.
Let me come on that, Rahul. I'm making my first point, and then I'll come to the second point. My first point is, if we are not doing well, they should be the happy lot. But they don't seem to be the happy lot, they are complaining lot. Now, if the Prime Minister is behaving like a Chief Minister, again the question is, what is your problem? You should be happy. But we know our strategy as a campaigner, we know it's a right strategy. We know the Prime Minister is an aggressive campaigner. He is our best campaigner. Amit Shah ji and Modi ji have a style which goes back even to the Gujarat election. They put lot into stake, and then they go aggressively.
But some people would argue,
they don't
Mr.
mind doing
that.
Let
me come in here because
why are they
explain to the viewer.
Are they so nervous
the counter question
about
is
what we are doing? My question is to them.
Okay, but the counter question, sir, then is, what about the state leadership? What about other leaders? Maybe they should be actually out there more visible.
I just want to say something.
Let me again explain, Rahul.
We are not. I'm not nervous. I'm not nervous.
Spoken out.
If Prime Minister Modi,
let me make my point, Rahul.
Prime Minister Modi is
Rahul,
so
can you ask the BSP to keep quiet? They could not come up with any charges on us.
Let him respond. Let him respond.
The spokesperson doesn't even know about it.
Well, the mandate on the 11th will prove otherwise.
That's a different argument. Let Siddharth Nath Singh respond to the objections you're raising.
When it moves from Lucknow to Varanasi, the set of leaders who are involved in the campaign also moved from Lucknow to Varanasi. Now they are the same people who were also in Lucknow, but nobody had nobody took notice of them. Now, since it is Varanasi, everybody is taking notice, because it is said, if you win Purvanchal, you win Uttar Pradesh. So they are nervous, they are losing, and therefore they are picking up things which are irrelevant. They are the same lot of leaders who were available in Lucknow. They are the same leaders who are available in Varanasi. So that's our viewpoint.
Okay, but it's very interesting, Siddharth Nath Singh, because the counter question then would be that after investing so much capital, if it's an adverse verdict, have you exposed the Prime Minister to the charge that the magic that he commanded perhaps in 2014 has faded? That be the obvious counter question. Well, we're going to take a short break here. We'll be back in exactly 3 minutes for your response. Think it over. We'll be back in exactly 3 minutes for your response, Dr. Siddharth Nath Singh. Stay with me.
Take a break.
No, 1 second. 3 minutes. I'm under pressure. Take a quick break. We'll be back in exactly 3 minutes.
Okay, go ahead.
We'll have your response, sir. Siddharth Nath Singh, the Prime Minister, has invested a huge amount of political capital in campaigning in this election, in especially the last 1 week. If the results are not up to expectations, does it reflect upon him or not?
Well, Rahul, let me put in a different context. If those who are weak will never take a risk. The Prime Minister is a strong person. Prime Minister doesn't bother about the outcomes. He knows I must put my best foot forward and I must do the best which is needs to be done. So I don't think the Prime Minister is concerned. We as a party, we know that we are going to do well. So we are ready to take any kind of risk, and the Prime Minister loves to support the party for whatever format we give it to him. So I don't think a weak person can take this risk. A strong man can only take this risk, and the Prime Minister is a very strong person.
No, but Mayawati, Akhilesh are all campaigning.
That's a very relative word. It can be strength, can be in a different context as regards your party goes. As regards the others, it may be in a different context. But let me put it this way. Like you said, like the BJP just said, that the others are nervous and desperate. But I don't think there's any nervousness. It's just that if the Prime Minister himself has that confidence, he feels he'll be pulling through UP, then why get the entire cabinet in Varanasi? For what? If you are confident, you know the people are with you, then why do you need to put in so much effort? And that too is... No.
Well, we want bonuses, we don't want.
I was not saying Lucknow. We are not talking about Lucknow.
Let me be honest.
We are not talking about what happened from Lucknow to Varanasi.
We want to hit all sixes.
We are talking about what happened from Ghaziabad to Lucknow. You have to talk about that, what happened from Ghaziabad to Lucknow.
We are not happy in slogovers to hit only singles and doubles.
Why you
want to hit only
Varanasi? Why
so that's our style of functioning. Why should it bother you?
UP is not Varanasi. UP is the entire
Okay, gentlemen, 1 second. Dr. Madhu Gupta.
Well, I hope Mayawati understands that UP is not Varanasi. UP is the whole UP.
About what happened between Ghaziabad and Lucknow. Don't keep harping about Varanasi. Talk about the other districts of UP.
Credibility also
gentlemen.
When
what about credibility? 1 second, Dr. Madhu Gupta, your Supremo, Mulayam Singh Yadav, does he not back himself? Does he not back himself, number one? Does he not have the confidence, number two? Or does he actually not respect the people? Where is he? Why isn't he campaigning? He doesn't think it's worth his time.
Didn't you see that?
He doesn't think it's worth his time.
Whatever he wants is his wish. See, he said, didn't say the what.
No, what do you mean it's his wish?
There was for some constituency, wherever, it's not.
He calls himself the plenipotentiary of the Samajwad.
And he's nowhere. Absolutely nothing. He just staged a teledrama before the election started. Before the elections were announced, he just staged this teledrama so that all the attention should go to Samajwadi Party and that everybody would get engrossed in their issues and not think about the failures. That is what was happening in Samajwadi. This whole teledrama was kind of conducted on the media.
Because wherever he thought that is required, he has gone and he has done the conversing. See, now
at least the Prime Minister is backing himself. At least the Prime Minister is backing himself. He's showing, look, whether you like it or not, whether you like it or not, 1 second, Doctor, whether you like it or not, the Prime Minister, according to the Bharatiya Janata Party spokesperson today, is also, of course, contesting the election. Siddharth Nath Singh backs himself. The cabinet colleagues back him, and they're all there out in force. You may not like it. You may think it's an over-exaggeration, amplification of his own power. And 1 second, in persona. But the fact is, he's giving the people an opportunity to judge him. Where is Mulayam Singh Yadav, the great Supremo of the party? I'll leave it at that. These are questions that need to be answered, and perhaps the people need to think about it. He's done nothing. One Supremo missing, one Supremo overcommitting, the third Supremo of the BSP hoping that she can actually figure somewhere and pull off a stunning upset. 24 hours. 24 hours
will be...
Okay, 24 hours. We've got 24 hours. It will all be settled in 24 hours. We end it here. Thank you for watching Upfront. The news are coming up in precisely 4 minutes.